Welcome to the Stacked Supplement Podcast, the premier source for supplement news and reviews.
Welcome back to the Stacked Supplement Podcast, where we're going to round up the top stories shared on Stacked from the past week. As per usual, the week was filled with plenty of excitement, plenty of new products, plenty of flavors, and everything in between. We're going to kick things off with what was quite possibly the biggest reveal for weeks or even months from VPX Sports. Now, over the past, I don't even know how long, the brand has been hyping a new flavor of the Bang energy drink. Now, they've done plenty of flavor releases in the past, and they've always done an incredible job at building hype, building anticipation, excitement, getting the mystery going. And this past week, we got to see what is the brand's first ever limited edition Bang energy flavor. The one we're referring to is the brightly colored pink and purple flavor, which, like I said, we've seen several times in teasers and posts over the past few weeks. And it turned out to be Frosé Rosé, which is Frosé Rosé is typically a frozen rosé wine slushy, which is incredibly unique flavor, especially for an energy drink. And to be fair, as creative and as different as the flavor is, it's not too surprising coming from VPX Sports, who last year made an incredible amount of noise when they launched their Rainbow Unicorn Bang energy drink. Another incredibly uniquely named product that also delivers in a unique taste. And so I can certainly imagine that the brand is going to deliver again with this one, Frosé Rosé, which you can now get directly from the brand's website and online stores and retailers soon. Moving on, we actually have, this was some news that we shared earlier last week, that if you're a fan of lab testing, third-party products, this is good news. And so for those who don't know, we actually have here at Stack, we have a program called Stack Certified. It's been running for quite some time. Originally it was actually a program so that brands could essentially prove that their products are not amino spiked. Now amino spiking was something that kind of went down many years ago. I mean, it's probably still going. It's not as bad as it was back then when people were being called out as much. But it was essentially a program that we tested to prove that brands don't amino spike. And last year, around mid last year, we basically relaunched the program as a certification for entire brands. So what we do is, for the Stack Certified program, is brands sign on, and we then randomly pick a supplement from their lineup, and then we go and buy it from a random retailer, and we send it straight to the lab. And we test that product for all of its main ingredients. For things like protein powders, we test for protein, fat, carbs, and calories. And for things like pre-workouts, we'll test for their main ingredients, with the likes of teacrine, caffeine, citrulline, beta-alanine, all that stuff. And then, when we get the results, the brand passes. If the brand passes, they get the Stack certification stamp. And we repeat that whole process 4 times per year. So we randomly test 4 products, and basically, for us, that gives the brand the right to hold the Stack Certified certification. It's a very uniquely done program. We don't get brands sending us product. We don't tell them where we're going to buy it. We don't tell them which product we're going to buy. So it's very random. It's very unique. And this past week, we actually added a new brand to the list after successfully testing their protein powder isolate. That brand is none other than Merica Labz. So now they're part of the program, and they're open and honest, interested in getting their stuff tested and proven. And so you can count on seeing the Stack Certified stamp with those products, and you can look forward to seeing that we'll be testing more of their stuff later this year. As mentioned, we repeat the whole testing process 4 times per year. We now move on to what was probably the first launch I've seen from the guys over at PES Science in quite some time. Now, PES is the maker of the popular and incredibly delicious Select protein powder. This past week, they basically expanded their Select family with a product called Select Smart Mass. As you can tell by the name, it is indeed a mass gainer, and true to the brand style, it is very well put together, very well thought out. It's a nice, clean, lean gainer, full quality ingredients. No maltodextrin for carbs. quality protein sources with whey concentrate and milk isolate. There's a lot of the carb sources they have in there is carb 10, the pea sourced carbohydrate, oats. It's just essentially a really nice, clean, balanced gainer. It doesn't have that the overload of carbohydrates where you see triple digits and stuff like that, and the calories up and over 1,000. It's like a nice balanced gainer, which is kind of fitting for the brand. They've always been very, like I said, well thought out, well put together products. So Select Smart Mass. It features a pretty even profile. You get 40 grams of protein per serving, 60 grams of carbs, and 3 grams of fat. It's it's a nice balance. It gives you a lot of room to scale up. So I mean, if you wanted to take, if you wanted to get that 60 grams of protein, it's not going to run you too many extra carbs. Well, I mean, it'll put you up, but it's not going to shoot you too far over the top. And so it's a nice product to scale up. They launched it in two bag sizes. I think it's a 14 serving and a 28 serving, pretty reasonably priced, with all flavors available and all sizes available in 3 flavors: chocolate, vanilla, and peanut butter cookie. Again, definitely worth a look out if you like those post-workout products, or even you are interested in gainers. Another great addition, basically, from PES for their Select brand. From mass gainers, we turn back to energy drinks again, and this time we shared details this past week, or at least details emerged on an all-new energy drink that we did confirm previously from the Monster Beverage Company. And the product is called Rain. In full, it's called Rain Total Body Fuel, and basically it's a drink for the sports performance beverage category. I guess you could say it's on the higher end of caffeine. It's essentially more for exercise, workout, sports, and stuff like that. We basically got confirmation of everything about it. Previously, we had the name and a few flavors, but we didn't really know exactly everything about it. We can now confirm that full Rain can with the brand and its products is due to launch, I believe, near the back end of next month, which is what they originally said would happen. A full can carries 300 milligrams of natural caffeine, which is a good dose, pretty much essentially the same as Bang, as well as a few other energy drinks, on the higher end scale on the market. Alongside the caffeine, you also get BCAAs, so the branched chain amino acids. We don't know the dose of those, and there's also electrolytes and CoQ10 in the product. Once again, we don't know the dose of those, unlike the caffeine, which is pretty heavy at 300 milligrams. It's due to launch in I think 6 flavors, all 0 calories, 0 sugar, no artificial flavors or colors. So 6 flavors. You got Carnival Candy, Peach Fizz, Melon Mania, Razzleberry, Sour Apple, and Lemon Heads. As I mentioned, they're all due to launch back end of next month. I think it was 39 days until it launches, and that was that number was from 4 days ago. So yeah, about pretty much 5 weeks. 5 weeks, and so it's not too far away. It'd be interesting to see how this one tastes, being a new addition to the energy drink game or sports beverage game, especially coming from the Monster Beverage Company. To finish off the show, the roundup of the week, we've actually got a mountain of stories, literally a mountain of stories that emerged from the most American brand out there, Merica Labz. They kind of shared details here and there, and then all of a sudden, it just came on. I think it was midweek, where they just made announcement after announcement. And so we'll start off in telling all of them, piece by piece. Basically, one of the first ones we have is Merica Labz is now available at bodybuilding.com. So for those of you who shop there, great opportunity to try a great brand. The next one we have, this is where we get pretty juicy. So the brand has released an exclusive new flavor of its pre-workout Red, White, and Boom. Now the flavor is, it sounds pretty out there, but it's not too surprising coming from Merica Labz. So the flavor, it's a fruit punch flavor that's called Dick Punch. Now, as entertaining and as creative as the flavor is, that's not exactly where the excitement ends. The flavor is exclusive to the Nutrition Corners. I think it's available at other places as well. But the catch with this one is that it's actually it features a formula that's not like all the other flavors. It actually features the original formula, which is obviously, for those that remember, contains DMHA, 150 milligrams. So it's a limited edition exclusive, and yeah, it's an intense formula. And so, like I said, that one's out now. As mentioned, there's even more news we have. So to carry on from the Red, White, and Boom news, Merica Labz confirmed that it's also putting together what has been called the H-Bomb series. Now, this is a series of flavors of Red, White, and Boom that it's basically different flavors and also a different formula. Now, the flavors in that line are going to be Star Spangled Sours and Blue Angels. 2 flavors, and they will also feature a formula that's different from both the original as well as the other one that's on the market at the moment. Those are due to release, I believe it is a lot further down the road, but again, more excitement for Red, White, and Boom, more excitement for Merica Labz, and as mentioned, that's going to be called the H-Bomb series. Now, again, that's not where it ends. We have more. Carrying on from that, we move to a different Merica Labz supplement with Merica Aminos. Now, this is the brand's BCAA supplement, which is going to be essentially replaced with a new product called Supremos. Now, not only is it going to replace Merica Aminos, which was a pretty BCAA heavy product, it's going to see the brand move into a different kind of amino formula. Supremos is going to be jumping on the trend of essential amino acids, and it is going to feature an EAA formula. In total, the brand said it's going to pack 10 grams of EAAs, but it's still going to maintain a good amount of BCAAs, with 7 grams of that 10 being BCAAs. I believe that's launching somewhere, in the later down the road as well. I think it's like 2 to 3 months. And the flavors have been confirmed on that one, with Rockets Red Glare, Freedom of Peach, and a flavor that hasn't been given, the typical American title with a blackberry lemonade flavor. To round it all out, we have news from Merica Labz, which is related to its spin-off line or spin-off brand, Merica Snacks. Now, they basically Merica Snacks is essentially the just the brand's protein snack or health food snack line, very similar to how they have Merica Energy, which is their energy drink spin-off of Merica Labz. Now, Merica Snacks basically announced its first product with a supplement called Beef Snacks. It's not too surprising that the brand isn't going to be doing the typical protein bar or cookie or anything like that. It's going to be essentially their take on a meat stick. They're going with 100% USA beef. They have confirmed the macros on this one with 14 grams of protein per stick, 4 grams of fat, and depending on the flavor, between 2 to 5 grams of carbohydrates. The flavors that they've also been able to confirm with original teriyaki and jalapeno pineapple, which is going to be made with real pineapple pieces. Again, like all the other products, that's meat sticks is coming later down the road. I think the brand said they're aiming to launch that somewhere around 8 weeks, but as you can tell, that is a mountain of new releases from Merica Labz. New flavor with the DMHA formula, H-Bomb series coming soon, new aminos called Supremos, and then you've got the meat snacks, and they're available at bodybuilding.com. So I mean, Merica Labz kind of brought the heat pretty hard this past week, as they do. Definitely stay tuned, because I imagine we're going to see a lot more from them. By the sounds of things, they're just sort of getting in the groove with all these different lines. As always, thank you for listening to another episode of the Stack Supplement Podcast. We'll be dropping another one next week, rounding up the news once again. You'll also notice that we are splitting up our interviews now with brands and representatives and whatnot. We'll be dropping those on more of a random basis, just because we'll be doing quite a few more. We dropped one over the weekend with Jay Cutler about his revamped Cutler Nutrition. We have a few more plans, so definitely stay tuned. But we'll be keeping these roundups going and dropping them right on Monday. So once again, thank you for tuning in.